Hello, 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 everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. I hope you're doing well. Let's talk about a message sent from Big Thief's Adrian Lenker to the world, effectively. Adrian Lenker, amazing human. Fantastic human. Recently did an interview with her that was great. Fantastic conversationalist, very perceptive, very thoughtful person. And also wanted to talk about the thoughts delivered in this video that was posted to Instagram, basically asking fans as politely and as gently and as nicely as possible that when they enter a concert space during an opening set, or even the headliner for that matter, please try to be quiet. Yeah, don't talk so much, talk so loudly during the performer's performance, because that is in fact what they are there to do. I get that shows and concerts can be social events as well. And I myself have come to shows with friends, met friends at shows, and had a hello, had a bit of a back and forth, exchanged, quick pleasantries. I'm not going to say that I'm not guilty of having ever had an exchange with somebody really quick during a show, during a performance or something like that. But Lord knows I've been in probably well over a dozen situations at this point where I've been around people who are just straight up having a whole goddamn conversation in the middle of somebody's set, where I just have to think, what's the point? Why did you come here? The idea of having a full-length conversation right there with the artist within arm's length or within earshot is just a little bit much, and frankly for me personally has ruined some show experiences before, especially when it comes to an artist whose demeanor, delivery, performance style runs on the quieter and more subtle side. Especially if an artist is doing some drone stuff or doing an acoustic set, something like that, it really only takes about 6 or 7 people talking back and forth at a moderate volume for that to be competed with considerably. And depending on the setup sonically of a certain room as a performer, considering that everything that you're doing is going through a PA and being blasted out, whatever may be happening immediately in front of you in terms of crowd noise can very easily bounce back to you very quickly. And because most people never really hit the stage like that, they may be under the false presumption that what they're doing and what they're saying may not be as audible as it actually is. I should also note this conversation in part is at least orbiting around opening acts and being rude or talking in front of them if they're artists that you didn't necessarily go to a particular show to see. They're not the headliner or anything like that. Even if that is the case, and even if that opening act has a wildly different style from the artist you are there to see, often the headliners will choose or put a lot of care and thought into who is opening up for them at shows like this, and I'm sure they're aware of the stylistic differences, and they would like you, the audience who showed up to see them, also listen to the artists that they have kind of opening up for them. I think what Adrian is asking for here is not really all that unreasonable, even leaving room open for people to converse just away from the area. Don't be in the immediate area interrupting or presuming that, the conversation that you may be holding isn't interrupting or isn't audible to the people who are there. I am also reminded recently of those tweets that Mitski put out about just not doing flash photography, not just photography in general. There was also that video of Claro that went a little viral on Twitter where after performing the song Blouse, someone from the crowd was like, "You're so hot!" And, she was just visibly just not feeling very great after that, especially considering the meaning of that track. Just because you've bought a ticket and you've agreed to be in a certain space at a certain time to see somebody perform doesn't mean that you just get to be as self-centered and as rude as you fucking want to be. Because honestly, there are so many things about the music industry and being a career musician that is so thankless and so unforgiving and so disheartening, and concerts have proven to be long-term one of the few things that actually helps your favorite artists make a living, connect directly to the audience that is supposed to be so engaged and so passionate with what it is they're doing. Please don't make concerts a hellish experience as well for artists. Please don't make concerts harder than they already are with how grueling touring can be. Let's try to keep concerts being a somewhat enjoyable and likable experience for the person who is making them possible, the performer, so that they continue doing it so we can continue having nice things. And those are my thoughts. But hey, opinions on talking during performances, let me know down in the comments. I'm sure you will. Over here next to my head is another video that you could check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Big Thief, forever.